James, it is all about Mandurah this week with 5 heats of the Group 3 Mandurah Cup taking place on Friday.
You're right. All roads lead to Mandurah over the next fortnight or so, Leia. 5 heats, a lot to like across all of them. We've got Quartararo in Heat 1 here. Can the 490 metre Supremo find a bit of form? He hasn't been firing on all cylinders over the past few weeks. But we have identified a couple of heats that we want to have a look at here, Leia, kicking off here with Heat 3.
Heat 3, gosh, James, what a field we've got assembled here. It's
ripper.
really, really hard to pick. What are your thoughts?
Well, this would be good enough if it was the final. This field is an absolute cracker. And the dog that, of course, sticks out here for me, Leia, is Momentum, coming off that big win in the WA Bred Championship at Cannington last weekend. This dog absolutely racing out of his fur at the moment for trainer Cozzy D'Agostino. Of course, the only time he's raced over the 490 metre journey, I should say, was a few weeks back, and when he did do that, he ran 27.36, so he's certainly up to the challenge here. Another dog, though, that we like that's come into form is Destruction.
What about him coming off from a big win as well last week? Let's actually go back and take a look at that replay.
Yes, that's right. Destruction here, relatively new dog into the kennels of Crystal Shinners here, having first start over the 490 metre journey, jumping from box 5 here, gets a great launch and absolutely streaks away early here. This is a field, remember, that's got Westdale Nikita and Pixie Manelli, both dogs in their own regard in really nice touch, but absolutely puts them to the sword here. Goes on to win by a huge margin and in a really nice time as well, 27.36. Since he's arrived in the Shinners kennel, Leia, this dog has won 4 from 6 starts. He's finished no worse than 4th. He's certainly right up to this despite the wide draw here.
I agree with you, James. Then Stanger Moose comes up with box 8. Moose is on the loose. He's coming up for his 9th consecutive win here. And I think he's actually drawn to perfection out wide. I think he has a good chance jumping from box 8.
Well, we know what great form he's been over the 405 metre journey, stepping up here into the 490. Gets no favours with the field that he comes into. He has raced over the 490 before, winless over 3 attempts over this journey, but last time he did race over the 490 was in October 2020. Certainly a different dog back then from what he is now. Can he ride this form that he's got? He's momentum. Momentum v momentum here. His momentum's really strong. We're also looking at Gangnam Manelli in this field. Another dog that's been racing well once again over the 405, steps up to the 490 first time. And Sarong, easy to forget him amongst all this, but
many strong dogs.
So many good dogs. This is an absolute crack. Really looking forward to this heat.
And we've also got Heat 4 that we're focusing on, James. Another tough one. What are your thoughts in this race?
It is another good one. Westdale Nikita from box 1, a big chance here. Had her colours lowered last week to Destruction, of course, but the race prior to that won in 27.38, so certainly no slouch, has been in good form. Sunset Piper's a dog that seems to like this track, seems to gain a length or gain half a length or so over the Mandurah track. Only had the 5 starts on the Peel circuit, but certainly a chance here. And Lucci Guri, a dog we've been following.
Yes, I actually quite like Lucci Guru here, although there is a question about the fact that he is stepping up in both grade and distance. But last start won by nearly 9 lengths, so I think he's definitely up to the challenge.
Yeah, it's been winning over the 405 metre in good times. 4 from 5. His career to date. We know he's a bit of a late start. He's a more mature type dog from that same litter as Barefoot Tycoon and Wicked Rhythm. I think the distance won't worry him too much. It just depends on how he goes against this field.
And I'm also curious to see how Trajectory goes here, having his first start at Mandurah. So lots to look forward to in these 5 heats of the Mandurah Cup.
We've only covered 2 of them, and there's a lot more to do.
A lot happening. I'm sure we'll be covering a lot ahead of the final next week. Now, it is all about Mandurah, James, and tomorrow is your last chance to get amongst the dude food action if you haven't already. The last day is tomorrow, and then it's gone. forever.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Pretty popular. Might come back. Might come
don't
back.
tease if it's not, we don't know.
Speaking of comebacks, we're looking forward to the comeback of Panama. Pepper, your dog, we have been following the journey. Your
We have.
first toe in the water regarding greyhound ownership. Of course, won the Spring Maiden Classic a few weeks back. Hasn't been seen on the track since. What's the update there with Panama Pepper?
So we've been getting photos in our group chat. As we mentioned, we've got a Pepper group chat on Facebook, and this is a photo of him with his little puppy dog eyes. He gets me every time. And there's also a video here that Kira took of him and Steve having a bit of a play. So it seems that he's back into character, and we should be seeing him on the track sometime soon.
Steve and Kira with us, of course.
Yes, of course.
Yes, all right. Well, looking forward to seeing Panama back. He is an exciting young dog. What about this effort from Shane Williams, Leia? He has got on board with Gold Ribbon Month.
It is, and September is Gold Ribbon Month. If you have been living under a rock, Shane, for the month of September, has been donating 10% of his winning prize money to children's cancer. So a really, really good effort here by Shane, and also some of his owners.
Yeah, what are we up to now, Leia?
12 winners, making that nearly $3,000. And I think it's also worth mentioning a shout out to owners Raymond, Brendan and Daniel, who've donated some of their portion towards the cause.
Yeah, wonderful. We'll give you the final tally. It's a couple of race meetings to go there. Hopefully
2 days left.
Can tip in a little bit more there. Speaking of Shane, he's over in Adelaide at the moment for the Adelaide Cup Series. Heats of the Adelaide Cup are on tomorrow night. He's got Nanga Rust in box 1, and guess who he's taking on here, Leia?
A WA dog.
A former WA dog, now performing really well over there in SA, Stout Manelli. So Nanga Rust taking on Stout Manelli. Look, the Adelaide Cup heats, if anyone's interested, tomorrow night. But we are certainly very interested in the racing here at Cannington tonight, the Wednesday night racing.
We are, and let's kick off with my best bet, James, because you do have to wait till the very end of the race meeting. I don't know if it's past your bedtime, but it's race 12 at number 1, Aaron Keeping. Really quick early and drawn to perfection out of the Cherry, and had the first start. Well, having his first start over the 275. So I think this drop down in distance will suit, because he has been leading up until the very end, and then he just gets nailed on the line. So I think the drop down will suit.
I go to bed with Fat Cat, Leia, so that might be... Well, not with Fat Cat, but same time. I'm also going for a dog out of the Cherry here, heading towards race 4, number 1, Owl Thunder. Thunder. We're going for him. Look, one from this draw last week's. Got box 1 again. Same result, I think. Race 4, number 1, Owl Thunder.
So 2 Cherry Bombers for us as our best bets.
Here tonight. All right. Well, hopefully we will see you all down at the track. If not, we will see you next week on the show.